In this video, we will look at the latest existing home sales number for June 2021. Hey guys, it's Mac Rogers, real estate broker here in the East Bay of the San Francisco Bay Area. Welcome to the channel. The national numbers are out, and according to the National Association of Realtors, existing home sales increased in June, snapping 4 consecutive months of decline. If you recall our last few national updates, home sales have been decreasing and a lot of people have been worried about our housing outlook. That changed this past June. 3 of the 4 major US regions registered small month-over-month gains, while the 4th remained flat. However, all 4 areas notched double-digit year-over-year gains. According to the National Association of Realtors, total existing home sales completed transactions that include single-family homes, townhomes, condominiums, and co-ops, it grew 1.4% from May to a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 5.86 million in June. Sales climbed year-over-year, up 22.9%. From a year ago. It was 4.77 million in June of 2020. Contributing factors to this is supply. We've had a slight increase in the supply of homes from builders and existing homeowners listing their homes. Lawrence Yoon, chief economist for NAR, said home sales continue to run at a pace above the rate seen before the pandemic. The report continues on to say, total housing inventory at the end of June amounted to 1.25 million units, up 3.3% from May's inventory and down 18.8% from 1 year ago, 154 million. Unsold inventory sits at 2.6 months supply at the current sales pace, modestly up from May's 2.5 month supply, but down from 3.9 months in June of 2020. So we're still way down on inventory. In terms of existing home price, that is up as well. According to the report, the median existing home price for all housing types in June was $363,000, up 23.4% from June of 2020. June of 2020, $294,400. As I mentioned, every region recorded price jumps. This marks 112 straight months of year-over-year gains. Right now, most experts don't see signs of prices declining, mainly because inventory is still tight. The expectation is more of home price appreciation will be slowing down. They see this likely happening in 2022. Days on the market, or how long properties typically remained on the market, was 17 days in June. This is the same as May and down from 24 days in June of 2020. That means homes are still selling fast. Overall, 88% of homes sold in June 2021 were on the market for less than a month. First-time home buyers accounted for 31% of sales in June, also even with May, but down from 35% in June of 2020. Now, for context, according to the National Association of Realtors 2020 profile of home buyers and sellers, first-time home buyers usually account for 31% of sales. So we're kind of in line with that number. Individual investors or second home buyers, that number is slightly down. Only 14% of homes in June was sold to investors or second home buyers. This is down from 17% in May, but still up from 9% in June of 2020. All cash sales accounted for 23% of transactions in June, even with May, and up from 16% in June of 2020. Now, what about distress sales? Yep, that still happens even in this hot market. Foreclosures and short sales represented less than 1% of sales in June, equal to May's percentage, but down from 3% in June of 2020. According to Lawrence Yoon, huge wealth gains from both housing equity and the stock market have nudged up all cash transactions. But first-time home buyers who need mortgage financing are being uniquely challenged with record high home prices and low inventory. Although rates are favorably low, these hurdles have been overwhelming to some potential buyers. Let's move on to interest rates. According to Freddie Mac, the average commitment rate for a 30-year conventional fixed-rate mortgage was 2.98% in June, slightly up from 2.96% in May. The average commitment rate across all of 2020 was 3.11%. So our interest rates are still low, but that won't remain low forever. If you have a home and you haven't refinanced yet, what are you waiting for? Chop chop. Here's the breakdown by type of property. Single-family home sales decreased to a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 5.14 million in June, up 1.4% from 5.07 million in May and up 19.3% from 1 year ago. The median existing single-family home sales price was $370,600 in June, up 24.4% from June of 2020. Existing condominium and co-op sales were recorded at a seasonally adjusted annual rate of 720,000 units in June, up from 710,000 in May and up 56.5% from 1 year ago. The median existing condo price was $311,600 in June, an annual increase of 19.1%. So it's not just single family homes that are getting sold, it's all types of properties. Let's look at the regional breakdown. Existing home sales in the Northeast increased 2.8% in June, recording an annual rate of 740,000, a 45.1% rise from a year ago. The median price in the Northeast was $412,800, up 23.6% from June of 2020. Existing home sales in the Midwest rose 3.1% to an annual rate of $1,330,000 in June, an 18.8% increase from a year ago. The median sales price in the Midwest was $278,000, an 18.5% increase from June of 2020. Existing home sales in the South were unchanged from May, posting an annual rate of $2,590,000 in June, up 19.4% from the same time period 1 year ago. The median price in the South was $311,600, a 21.4% climb from 1 year ago. Existing home sales here in the West rose 1.7%, registering an annual rate of $1.2 million in June, a 23.7% jump from a year ago. The median price in the West was $507,000, up 17.6% from June of 2020. So that's the latest numbers for June of 2021. Next month, we will see the final numbers for July, and let's see if we buck the trend of home sales going down and are prices really slowing down in terms of appreciation. Here in the East Bay, not yet. There are definitely a little bit more inventory coming on the market, but still not enough to turn the tide. Hey guys, thanks for watching. I'll see you in my next video. Have a great day.